we're here again. Yesterday I was in the store, art supply store, and I bought acrylic gouache, and I'm very curious. I never worked in acrylic gouache. I worked with gouache a lot in the past, and this paint was quite pricey, so for now I'm just really curious and I want to check the difference of the colors. I had an idea to paint a dragon, but in a cute way. And I thought, what can be cuter than a dragon who eats bread? Anyway, oh wow. It lays a little bit differently comparing to just acrylics. The layering is not that smooth. Alright, as you see, I bought only primary colors. And honestly, it's more than enough when you're on a budget. And you can mix them, and maybe later, if I need some other color, I can always buy it separately. But if I buy new paint, I usually buy only primary colors, because if I will buy, I don't know, 64 or 32 colors set, and I won't like the colors in the end. What I'm gonna do with all those tubes? So usually I buy the smallest pack, the primary colors, and I play around with them, and later I will decide if I will buy more or I will toss them out. So far I really like those, and I don't know if I really like those. I really like those, and I will test those. I will try to paint with them. Damn it, guys. This is extremely uncomfortable to paint. This is one of the most expensive brushes I have, and it is very, very small. It has a very small tip. I rotated the image, and I was for a second disoriented because I looked at my color palette and I thought it should be also rotated. First of all, no matter how many colors I mixed in, I always get the same tone of violet, so that drives me crazy. Also, I think it's already the third layer. Okay, that's a little bit better. I think it's already the third layer which I try to apply. First one was too dark. I'm trying to apply lighter. Yeah, I applied too dark because I plan to paint on top of it the shells, but it looked horrible. So plan B. I'm just trying to make it one color, more stylized way, I guess, more graphic way. And I'm trying to work while it's still wet. Oh no. Yeah, so I will try to still do the best I can. So I already thought that it's quite light, but now I think it's very dark. So I think maybe it's time to try another paint and look if they will dry out, not that dark. Yes, I heard that acrylics dries into much darker color, but I didn't expect it to be that dark. All right, I will show you the result later. Now I need to deal with it. Just look at that. I figured that I have some extra acrylics and those are quite expensive. I totally forgot about them and I bought it to make a base layer on my oil paintings, and I never used it since, so of course I forgot about this. And I have very vibrant magenta, that's great. Also very vibrant light blue, and here also green, and I have a bunch of white. So at some point I was scared that I'm running out of white because it's almost flat. But yeah, good news, I have some extra paint, so it's a good day for me today. I'm very happy. I've been trying to optimize the painting process as good as possible to not to make my paints dry. I'm now painting bread. Getting too dark to paint. I'm very tired. I'm a little bit hungry, even though I ate a couple of hours ago, but I don't know, I still feel that I would like to eat some more, but I'm trying not to. Today was quite exhausting day. I painted the whole day, but I felt not really energized, so for me it was like painting through the quicksand. I was constantly taking some breaks because I drew a little bit and then I felt tired, and then I drew again, and then I took a break again. So maybe not that productive day, but I'm sure that it is at least to do something than to not do anything. If only I had more time, I would probably took a proper day off today because if my body needs some rest, I would love to give it to it. But Comic-Con very soon, and I need to send it for the print to get prepared as soon as possible. Sorry, I feel tired, and sorry about my outfit, my appearance, because I was painting all day. I haven't had shower in the morning and yesterday, so I planned to have shower today in the morning, but I was tired and busy, so I will go to the shower right after I will finish the painting. I think it's really nice. Here, take a look. I like how it looks. I like the colors. I like how it turns out. So a little bit more effort and it will be finished. Hopefully I will finish it tomorrow. And now of course I will film it to you. Also tomorrow I have like a couple of things that need to be done. Then I probably see tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, we'll see when I will paint. But it will definitely be soon. So I received so many compliments on my previous art with the girl with the leaves in the brown colors. I also think she's great. I really like how it turned out. I really like this art. And that's it was really nice to hear so many compliments. I'm not used to it, to be honest. I'm not used to hear compliments about my art from people who I don't know, because usually I painted for my own only and for my personal social medias, and yeah, my friends were saying that, hey Anna, it's great, I really like your art, and that was really nice. But when someone who you don't know saying this to you, it's like it feels differently. Also, I had some friends who wasn't that nice. And after some time, I was really young, and I had a friend who also liked to paint, and I have a feeling that we were at some level, at some point, we were like competitive to each other, even though she was a designer and I was a traditional artist. She was studying in the University of Art Design, and I was studying at art college, so her education was better, but mine was traditional art. And I think we were competitive to each other because we both like to draw. We both were from the same city. We knew each other as kids, and then we moved to the same city from our hometown, to the same big city. We weren't that much of friends before, and that's so weird because we had very different backgrounds. She was quite privileged. She was from very I won't say very rich family, but for me she was like rich. She was rich in this meaning that their family could buy 2 apartments in big cities for their kids. Yeah, and for me that's rich. Probably for the most of the people too. yeah, but she also told me once that she met some rich girl, and that girl was rich in the meaning that she and her friend bought a helicopter because they could do that, or plane. Maybe I think maybe it was a small plane. And I remember she was saying like, yeah, I met this friend of hers, and she was like, yeah, we bought a plane, but honestly, it wasn't that expensive. I was like, wow. I would probably won't be able to buy a plane ever. And even if it is really inexpensive, I probably have some other priorities in my life other than buying plane. So yeah, that was fun. And yeah, again, that friend of mine, we were competitive, and now we actually don't talk to each other. And she wasn't. I mean, the weird thing I feel that even though I felt competitive, I always tried to avoid this conversation with her, who's better, and so such stuff. Who's better at stuff we are doing. Also, we were very young, so we both had like very mediocre skills, at least to say the least, very mediocre skills. And once she told me that I basically suck, and that was super painful. And maybe that's one of the reasons why we stopped talk to each other. I mean, for me, it was why I stopped talk to her. Yeah, ever since I always support my artist friends. Even in the beginning of their path, I feel that this support, which only another person who are into art, only that kind of person can give you that support. And that's very crucial to have healthy connections to avoid toxic environment for artists. And I always noticed that yes, sometimes people, especially when they're in the beginning of their path, they're not very skilled, but if they have the support, that is the thing which keeps their going. And I have another friend, and she's always wanted to be an artist, but she never got an education. And when she just started to paint, she always loved to paint. I always was very supportive towards her. And she, by the way, always also was very supportive towards me. So we supported each other, I guess, even though we were kinda in the same field. I've never felt this competition with her, so I only always wished to her to grow, and I've seen how she really grew, and she became now very good artist. I'm very proud of her, and I think that this is crucial to artists to feel that support and to give that support to other artists, because that's a thing which creates healthy environment, and healthy environment only help everyone to grow, because when you're supportive you feel yourself as a good person, and when someone's supportive towards you, that also help you feel good about yourself, about your progress. And I don't really understand why people being mean towards artists. And I don't really understand how can you not support a person who trying to achieve their dream. I don't know how things turned out for her. I never heard from her since basically the incident when she told me that I suck. By the way, we weren't arguing. She was just being rude out of nowhere. And that was always a little bit of her personality. She was always a little bit rude. And this one was like a point of no return to me. I think you can't be rude towards me and stay my friend. That's one of the things which I had to learn throughout the life. And I never was rude towards her, but always I was very shy when I was younger. And recently I had a dream of that girl. I had a dream that we were talking and I was saying something really rude to her. And in my dream, the girl told me, Anna, what's wrong with you? You were never that rude before. You changed. And in my dream, I told her, yes, I never was rude before because I didn't know how to stand for myself. And now I do, and I will never, ever let anyone treat me like you did. When I woke up, I was so proud of myself and that's so true. That's actually so true what I said in my dream. I now think I'm more protective over my borders. Going back and speaking of beginning of my topic, that I got a lot of compliments from people in the internet who I don't know, and that was very pleasant, and I never experienced that before because I never put myself out there in the internet. Basically only people I know have seen my art, and yes, that's a totally different experience, but because usually people very nice. They don't say some stuff which could upset you or make sad. So all my friends are very supportive and always say how things are nice and beautiful, but the feedback from the unknown people is usually not related to you personally. So you kind of maybe not trust, but you kind of can understand what is reality, what people who don't know you think about your art, and if you need to improve or if you're doing better than you thought. Like in my case, so I'm just not used to kind words from the strangers because I was always too shy to show my art to the strangers because I was afraid that I'm not good enough or that people won't be supportive. And basically, the root of this problem is that one stupid friend I had in childhood who said that my art sucks. Because people who do art usually very sensitive towards such feedback, and we need to learn that sometimes people can say that our art sucks, but that's not necessarily the only one opinion which exists. And world in general full of kind people ready to support you, and it is scary, but it is totally worth it. Coffee time. Since the beginning I wanted to make more vlog style, but it is a little bit too much effort for now. I'm very busy with preparing for upcoming artist market, and it will be my first one, as you probably know. And yes, it is less than a month. I have time to prepare, and I'm very busy, and unfortunately now I don't have really time to film vlog format, but ideally I would love to go back to it as soon as I will be a little bit more available, because vlogging is really what I really want to do. I find vlogs very calming, very inspiring. I love to watch other people's vlogs. I like to turn them on background when I do some stuff. So today I will not give you a vlog. Sorry for that. Hopefully in future. But today we can chat a little bit, and I would like to tell you about a present I got from my friend, and I will also unpack with my internet order. I ordered that for my decoration for the booth. I don't know what's there in this package, because it will come in 2 parts. Now, let's first unpack my friend's present. And I was postponing the opening of the package for 3 days already, because I wanted to open it on camera and also to send her my reaction to it. She's an artist too. We recently had a very cool 3D project made together. By the way, look how many, I won't show you, sorry. There's my address and her address, so I won't show it to you. But there is a lot of stamps. We did a very cool project together. She's also an artist. She's a 2D artist and also 3D artist. That takes time. Packed very well. Oh, what is that? Look at this. That's Kazakhstan national ornament. Wow, it's so pretty and so bright. Oh, she made me a sweater in my favorite color. Oh, and it's so thin. Oh, it's so gentle. Just look at this. Wow. I love it. Oh, it's so tender. That should be a very warm sweater. It smells so nice. Oh, I feel loved. I feel loved. Thank you. If you're watching this, of course you're watching this because I've sent it to you. Thank you so much. I'm touched. I will wear it a little bit later. I think it's her husband's stickers. It's a white horse. Cool. That's so cute. That's a little bit personal. Yeah, that's our thing. That's a funny moment we faced during our project that we did together. And she made a picture of it. It's a very wow. It's packed with I don't know what's that, but it's packed with a real Japanese paper. Newspaper. What is that? What is this? Looks very delicate. First of all, there's a doll head. Amazing. I think it's made of cork. That's the body of the doll, and I think it's made with cork. Look, it's a doll. I think that's how it should be. Is it Clovis? Maybe, or I don't know. How to write it. I need to ask her. Wonder what the history behind this. Who was the owner? How old is she? Thank you. Oh, that's so nice. I have goosebumps. That's so, I'm so touched. I love getting presents. I love to give presents, but I also like to get. Now I feel I have to open that crap. I should have opened it at the last. First, I needed to open this crappy thing. Well, it's not crappy, but it's like boring stuff which I ordered to decorate my booth. So those are transparent clips. That's a table runner. So yeah, I think it's great. I'm pretty satisfied. But if I will be picky, the colors are not quite the same. So this should be slightly pink. But I just don't want to stress out too much about things which are not perfect in my head. Sometimes you're just scared to start something because you always have a feeling that you are not enough. You don't have something. I don't know. For example, your thoughts are like, when I have cool camera, I will start vlogging, or when I will have those cool markers and all 500 of the colors, I will start draw. We should get this something before we start. But I believe that you need to start and then you will figure. Yeah, that's just a shelf, a sort of a shelf for table shelf. I need to assemble it first. Those are packaging materials. Okay, let's check. And it fit. That's a sticker display. What do you think? If you ever participated in Artist Alley, what was your experience? I don't know anyone in the industry, and I hope to get some friends. I hope to maybe meet some people, and later I can discuss with them talk with them about their experience. But for now, maybe you can tell me if you ever participated in Artist Alley, how it was for you, what kind of Artist Alley did you try? Or maybe if you're not an artist, do you ever go to the events and buy art from local artists? I'm just curious. I'm honestly at this point, I don't have that much viewers, but I'm very curious who watch me. Some people, thank you for that, who watch me. I very appreciate it. I'm feeling your support. Thanks for everyone who writes me a comments. More clips. More paper bags. Those are even smaller. Jesus. What was I thinking? Okay. I hope there are another packaging. Otherwise, I don't have anything to pack my huge frog stickers. It won't fit. It won't fit. Of course, it won't fit. Maybe if I push. Yeah. If I will push, it will fit. Okay, it fits. Oh, those things should hold my tablecloth. That's a display for something which is still on its way. So it is still in production. So that's for display. That's like an earring display. The initial purpose of it is an earring display, but I will display my acrylic stickers. Acrylic keychains. Damn it. Okay, I have a lot of packing materials. I was worried that those are big enough to fit my big frog. More packing material. That's a lot of them. I did a good job. Oh, that's the last one. Okay. That's my tablecloth. The colors, not what I expected. It's a little bit too green. I wanted to be something in between of this blue and this green. For now it's alright, it's okay, not a problem at all. Yeah, so it's just fabric. I want to thank you for staying with me while I was unpacking. Tell me about yourself a little bit. Who are you? I wonder who are those people who watch me. Um, I'm genuinely curious. I need to go and continue to prepare to the market. Oh, I finished my dragon, but I haven't showed it to you. I will show it to you, but I'm not very happy with the result. So I think I will redo it. I need to fix a couple of things, and unfortunately my dragon isn't finished, so I need to also start over. And also have an idea for one new painting, and we will start it together soon. And yeah, for now, just enjoy the rest of the vlog and see you later.